for entertainment purposes only. And if you want true legal advice, contact your own lawyer.
That is toilet paper, case or no case.
Now it's time to play Case or No Case.
All right, here we go. I'm going to take you to the great state in the middle of the fruited plain, Ohio. Ohio, USA.
All right, go Browns.
There you go, where the Cleveland Browns play.
Yeah.
Underground coal miners have things tough. Besides being one of the ultimate in dirty jobs, one has to take care of all kinds of business down there, down in the mine shaft, including personal bathroom business. Well, second-generation miner J.R. Mulrooney was a multi-generational Ohio coal miner, and one day he went to the men's room and found there was no toilet tissue down there. And by down there, I mean down there in the mine. There wasn't any toilet. So he did his best with some. Fortunately, there were some newspaper pictures of some political figures he did not like, and he found a way to, solve his immediate crisis. Then went to his union rep and said, "Look, you can't have guys down in this hole and not give us toilet paper, for goodness sake." And the union rep said, "What are you going to do, sue?" And he thought about it on the way up in the mine elevator with the fellas, and he said, So he called his friend, the lawyer, and said, what do you think? And so I ask you, Denise, what do you think? Case or no case?
Boy, this one's in the toilet, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Made me feel flushed.
Oh, no.
I just feel wiped out.
Beginning of hour two, it's already getting bad.
He went to his union rep, and the rep said, "What are you going to do, Sue?"
Yeah, so what do you want me to do about it? Toilet paper runs out. Not my fault. Yeah, right.
I think that I've just read something about coal miners are very impacted by the virus, and I think that they've been in the news.
I thought I'd throw one in too. What the heck? Everyone else is wiping out here. I figure I would.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say it is not a case.
It's been a run on Metamucil at the coal mine.
All right, Mr. Penney, what do you say about this case of the not wiped out coal miner?
I think it would be interesting. I got to be careful what I'm saying. What I'm thinking, and I'm allowed to say, I don't know, but a coal miner. Let's see.
Just turn on your self-editor.
Let's see, coal miner with I don't think they need to wipe because it's the coal dust down there.
Oh man, I can't even imagine.
I don't know what's going on. The answer to that is this is absolutely not a case. This is because of what's going on with toilet paper. Cal goes, I gotta have a toilet paper case or no case. This is no case. It's a pure Cal just made something up and just thought this would be pretty fun.
So you would think instead of a case of toilet paper, I would do a case or no case about toilet paper.
Yes, and by the way, if there was an issue, he would bring up it's a work comp claim. I have injuries to my popo because I do not have anything to wipe.
My what?
My popo.
Okay.
And I don't have anything to wipe. I'm bringing a work comp claim. I've got injuries to my popo.
Okay, Mr. Cunin, what say you about the injured bobo?
So, Bubba, look, you got this injury here. What'd you die? Was that black lung? No, I had
black keister.
I had a case of coal miner colon, and that was rough times. I tell you what, last time I used 400 grit sandpaper to clean myself.
He probably got some kind of a disease or allergy to the print on the newspaper.
Black bum, yes,
yeah,
of course.
It's like black lung, black bum.
Well,
we're full of it today.
I went to work wearing a gas mask as a pair of underwear, and it didn't work. It didn't stop cuff coming in, but sure made things fragrant growing out.
Yes.
Okay, so first of all, you said he went to his union rep, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then the provision of toilet paper would be something dealt with wages, hours, or working conditions, which means it's a labor and employment issue. He couldn't go to his attorney because that's what you collectively bargained for. And I am going to say that I'm going to agree with Fred that this is not a case.
We're all.
Yeah.
You know why? Let me tell you what I think here. I think this is not only not a case, but you think that these coal miners, these tough guys, would they worry about something like that?
Yes.
No, I think that their constitution is set up to where they know when they can do it, and they do it outside of the mine shaft.
Yes, we got a new movie coming up here. It's called you've heard of The Coal Miner's Daughter? Well, this is the coal miner's sphincter.
Yeah.
And it's got 5 stars on Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, I mean,
Just think the old days. Well, seriously, you guys are laughing. What about the late 1800s when they were doing this? Where would they go to the bath? A bucket and pull it up, or they're just like back in the corner?
a bucket and dig a hole.
curious.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Can you see that job?
dig it up. Somebody goes to get coal to put in their. Hey, Mabel, this coal smells. Where'd you get this? Over at the dollar store? Well, we ain't shopping there anymore.
All I gotta say, who's the guy coming in the 1800s? Well, you're starting out at 4 cents an hour. What do? You haul this bucket up. Oh. We're gonna be back and talk about the coal. Talking about coal and wiping with.
And I'm sorry, but it does come up, you know. So
I bet
It comes out sometimes.
so the answer to our case or no case is coming up here in just a little bit. If you stay right there, Radio Law Talk will continue in just a little bit here on your favorite station and on RadioLawTalk.com. Don't go away.
Oh, thank you for that great anecdotal note. That's important. Hey, the case or no case that we just discussed. What, Cal? Tell us a little bit more about it.
Well, does anyone want to change their answers
No,
before we go forward?
we
Because you
can't.
know me, I live for the moments when I get to skunk all 3 of you on case or no case. It's a big moment for me when I can walk away from 1 hour thinking all 3 of you guys got it wrong. All of you.
We did
It's
not.
a big moment for
No,
me.
you're in trouble on
Wait,
this
did we
one.
all guess no case?
Yeah, we all
So
said no
here's the
case.
bottom line for me. Those of you who think this was a decent case or no case, okay, that's me.
That's
you
you.
guys, you
Yeah,
guys
we
all
got
got it
you.
right. Congratulations
Yeah,
to you.
you made it all up. You made it up, Cal.
Well, but because it is actually against the law in Ohio to not have an adequate supply of toilet paper in an underground mine. It's a true story.
Really?
Yeah, so it was based on an Ohio law, but of course I had to make the whole thing up because I can't imagine there's going to be a toilet paper cop down there with a flashlight. So you got enough in there? Like that. I just don't think that's going to happen.
But they've got enough, the way it says. The law says they have to have toilet paper
Correct.
down.
Must
in
have
the,
Wow.
what the law says is an adequate supply.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, based on how people have been hoarding toilet paper across the country, that may mean 64 cases for one person. I don't know.
Yes, stacked up down there. That's what everyone's like. There's a shortage of toilet paper, right? I know where it all is. It's all stacked up in the mines down 1,000
In Ohio.
in Ohio. Yeah.
Given the amount, I mean, just think about how the term personal use is used. And we talked about marijuana cases, right? And the amount of marijuana that somebody can have under quote unquote personal use or to grow it on their own for personal use. We calculated at one time it was like you could have up to almost $125,000 street value of marijuana and still have it constitute personal use. Well, if you take that same amount and apply it to toilet paper, well, I guess you could have a lot of toilet paper under personal use.
I'm just amazed at what the panic culture has done to us. People feel like, I can't control anything else, but I can go get some toilet paper.
I blame
that's
grammar.
crazy.
I blame grammar because I think what happened was somebody talked about the need to store up on commodities, and then somebody misread that and said, "Oh, commodity," and they thought toilet paper. So there you go.
You know what? I told people all along. Luckily, I'm prepared. Denise, Cal, and Todd know why I'm so prepared, and this is not a panic for my family. Why?
Well,
You
'Cause
grow
you
your own
have-
toilet paper trees?
No, because he's got
They're called totos.
Bidet.
They're called
bidet.
bidets.
bidet.
They're called totos. Those of you who don't know, a toto is the Cadillac. It is the Bentley
The
or
Ferrari,
Mercedes
yes.
Benz of the toilet. It sits on top of your seat. It's got a commode. You press a button. It's clean. You clean yourself, and then you go through about a toilet paper roll a month. And so guess what? Those are going to sell. Invest in Toto. I'm going to invest in Toto. Toto's the name of the company that makes them. So
I have a lawn sprinkler underneath a web chair.
you can do that. I would like to see you out there smoking the marijuana that you got through in the drive-thru.
no
I know
smoking.
you don't.
I'm just going to go fire up the pressure washer. Yeah, there you
Oh.
go.
That'll leave a
Oh,
mark.
don't do that. You know what I did
Denise.
once?
Denise said
Ju-
what?
Hold on. That was a joke.
Well, I understand, but I got to tell you, this is a real life, true story.
I
was power washing the back patio, and all this junk was like splattering all over, and it got on my legs. And I tried to power wash my leg, and I cut my leg with the power washer.
Yeah.
Bad
cut
idea.
it.
It'll leave a mark.
Yeah.
Yes, I still have the scar.
Yeah.
Dumb.
Tell you what.
Oh, you know what, you guys?
What?
I just saw this on the news on CNN. John Travolta was hospitalized for a suspected coronavirus.
What?
But the doctor soon realized that it was only a Saturday night fever, and he was staying alive.
I think we have a pandemic going on here. Yes.
Did that fall flat?
No, it actually wiped out the whole thing.
Yeah, it's a coronavirus joke. If you don't get it, wait 2 weeks.
You're going to talk.
Go to the website, radiolawtalk.com. That's radiolawtalk.com.